Namaskar. Hello, everybody. I'm back in this third video of the series of 115 the most important English dramas from examination UGC NET JRF point of view. In my last video, I was talking about uh, William Wycherley's. We were on restoration comedy, and I talked about John Dryden's All for Love on 51 number and on 52 number Aurangzeb that was published in 1675. In last net, there was a question on Aurangzeb. And on 53 number, we have Thomas Otway's Venice Preserved. And on 54 number, we have George Etheridge's The Man of Mode. Friends, I would like to say a few words on restoration comedy, that I'm also planning to make a particular video on restoration comedy. This kind of comedy was a kind of comedy of manners, which was though in an indirect way promoting the kind of lax moral values in an indirect way. But as we all know that dramatists, the main purpose of a dramatist, whether it is today or by that time, was to earn money. And it's quite coincidental that when we see that certain dramas become famous, even we cannot claim that Shakespeare, as we know today, is a genius or was a genius, but he himself was quite eclectic in the arrangement of his dramas, and because plagiarism kind of literary theft kind of thing was quite unknown by that time. So, but we should not forget that when we talk about drama or a play, the major thing is to earn money. So we should not forget that these dramas I have selected, there are thousands of dramas which did not have any value, but sometimes even though in the most popular movie also there are certainly certain messages are there. So because of that these dramas became famous for one or certain other things, and they were forgotten in their ages. It was later on when history of English literature was written, and people or critics particularly started reading and rereading the importance of these dramas. So the Man of Mode falls in that category. It was George Etheridge, and those students who are watching this video in continuation of the earlier two videos, they should note that in the Restoration period, Dryden, Otway, Etheridge, Wycherley, Vanbrugh, and Congreve are the five figures, five dramatists, which really made an impact on the stage after theaters reopened in 1660. So on 55 number, I have the drama William Wycherley's The Country Wife. If you read the drama, if you read only the summary also, you will come to know that there is a difference between the moral values of a woman coming from village, and then the corruption of the atmosphere of a city is shown. So that is why the country here means village. So all the Ben Jonson kind of things are available in this drama Country Wife, and it is a comedy, but it talks about the lax moral values, promiscuous behavior of over sexual behavior of the rich people in the city. That has been shown, and the innocence destroyed by the city culture. These have been the themes of this drama, published in 1676. Then comes on 56 number John Vanbrugh, Vanbrugh, Vanbrugh's The Relapse. You can simply remember the name of this drama, because as such you should not go in the depth of it, but at least you should read the names of the characters of this play. And on 57 number we have William Congreve's The Way of the World. I think I talked about Way of the World in the last video. Then comes on 58 number Ephra Behn. Friends, Ephra Behn was a spy of Charles II, and she's famous for writing prose work also. Arunuko is the most famous prose work written by Ephra Behn, but she's also famous for writing this comedy The Rover, Rover, published in 1677. Then comes Sir Richard Steele's The Conscious Lovers. The Conscious Lovers is very famous because it established as a genre the sentimental comedy. So Richard Steele's The Conscious Lovers is important in all the benchmarks which we have set for a particular drama, published in 1722. And then comes Oliver Goldsmith, two dramas. On 60 number, Oliver Goldsmith's The Good Natured Man, published in 1768. And on 61 number, I have She Stoops to Conquer. Friends, She Stoops to Conquer has a special place in this list because they have asked us many questions many times. I think more than 10 times the questions of this drama has been asked. What is the subtitle? The names of the heroine, the name of the hero. Sometimes they have asked like what Oliver Goldsmith wanted to prove by writing this drama, because he came out of the concept of sentimental comedy, and he preserved the sense on the stage that through situations common comedy can also be created. There is no need that you should write very seriously a comedy. So She Stoops to Conquer, again the meaning of the title is very important here. It is a comedy of manners actually. On 62 number, I have Richard Sheridan's The Rivals. This drama is also very famous. It is almost taught in all the universities of the world. In The Rivals, again, the writer has tried to prove that what was the conditions in the transition phase of England. And when I read about Richard Steele's drama The Conscious Lover, or Oliver Goldsmith's The Good Natured Man, and She Stoops to Conquer, and The Rivals, or The School for Scandal on 63 number by Richard Sheridan, these dramas were written in the transition phase when drama altogether lost its shine, and theaters were almost deserted, and here and there certain dramas were performed, because people in those ages were more inclined towards operas. And I'll be talking about operas when I'll be talking about Bertolt Brecht drama in the next video. Then comes altogether during Romantic age, most of the dramas were not written. All the senior and junior romantics wrote closet dramas. Closet drama is a drama which is written for the purpose of reading. Closet means room. So these dramas were written for the reading purpose only. But here and there, certain dramas were written. Wordsworth wrote a drama, Coleridge wrote a drama, Shelley wrote closet plays, and certain dramas were accepted at Drury Lane. But I want to say this, that poetry was concerned and novel was emerging and drama was declining, as per the shine is concerned. Next comes in the end of the Victorian age, Oscar Wilde's famous dramas. On 64 number, I have Lady Windermere's Fan, again a comedy of manners, and the writer has tried to shown the sham and false values of English society in the cities, and the classification of society in a false manner. So Lady Windermere's Fan is, there is a prop of a fan of a lady who keeps fanning her, and how a lower stratum, a woman which belongs to a lower stratum, how she hazards herself and her values to go into the higher echelons of society is shown in this drama. A Woman of No Importance, that you can understand with the title, it is on 65 number, and An Ideal Husband on 66 number. But the most important, which you cannot leave, is on 67 number, that is the importance of being earnest. The importance of being earnest, I think you should read thrice. I suggest you read this drama originally, line for line. If you don't understand anything, you can write a message here, because I'm very much keen to improve my channel. So I'm always keen to read almost a single message from the student side. And if you can order me, I will make a video on the importance of being earnest also. But I tell you, in my classrooms I always teach the original text of this drama. The dialogues of this drama are, most famous kind of epigrams created by Oscar Wilde. As you all know that Oscar Wilde, you should dwell upon, whether novels of Oscar Wilde are concerned, or dramas are concerned, or his poems are concerned, his short stories are concerned. He's a very versatile writer. He was homosexual and he was tried for that. And many times we always have a question on Oscar Wilde. I have a photograph in my room of Oscar Wilde. Apart from the other, you can see it. Look at this photograph. This is Oscar Wilde's photograph. This one. So what I want to say, that Oscar Wilde is very close to my heart, because the way he has written, the inside of a society, the loose moral values, and the mask people wear on their faces. So then comes Henrik Ibsen, friends. Though he is not an English, he was a Norwegian writer. But how this writers play a doll's house, and I have not included in the number his other plays, one of the other plays, but you should remember that this is on 68 number, A Doll's House. And this drama, I should also ask you to please read it originally, because when the syllabus changed 3 nets back, they gave a whole dialogue from this drama when Mrs. Linde and Nora, the protagonist of the drama, they are talking, and then they asked, a kind of 5 questions from the same dialogue. So this is a feministic play, and the writer has shown that what is the value of a woman in a patriarchal society. Then I'm not including these drama in the list, but his Hedda Gabler is again an important drama, Hedda Hedda Gabler. And on 69 number, Ghosts. This drama is also included in the syllabus of different universities. So Henrik Ibsen is a great, a markable name. Henrik Johan Ibsen is his full name. He was from Norway, and it is said that he put the stage on fire, and he established a kind of discussion, like what should be the place of women and of a woman in a society, and the concept of new woman was there almost in the air. And by making his heroine leaving house, bagging the door at the face of the protagonist of the drama, the male protagonist, shows that it speaks volumes when we see this drama, when we read this drama. There is a film also, you can watch the film, but watching a film cannot help us in solving the questions. So I would suggest you that if you want to be a professor, read dramas. Okay, on 70 number, I have George Bernard Shaw. Friends, Shakespeare and Ben Jonson, Dryden, The Way of the World, and Bernard Shaw. We cannot leave these writers. We should, that is why in our syllabus they have put the first unit is devoted to drama. We should read dramas, and George Bernard Shaw's the dramas. I'm taking the names now. You should read them fully, and you should understand that Bernard Shaw has put in front of us again the dual nature of human beings, and the things which are hidden, the things which we don't talk about. For example, on 70 number, I have his drama Man and Superman. The drama is famous for his theory of Superman, and you should read this drama can be understood from Shiv Parvati angle also, but because of the constraints of the time I can't explain it. But then you should read, and dramas of George Bernard Shaw are more famous for its their epilogues and their prologues. They are called discussion dramas, they are called problem plays, and critics say that a problem play is not very important, because problem play talks about the topical problem of a particular time, and when the time changes, people forget. But look at the level of this writer's understanding, that the problems he has discussed in his dramas are, I think, perennial, are forever, and these dramas, they look like it is quite, they are quite meaningful till today. Man and Superman falls in that category. 1902 it was published in. Then comes on 71 number Pygmalion. Pygmalion is again, a movie was made on this, My Fair Lady, and it is said that this drama is again on the value of language. From a linguist point of view, when I read this drama, it is very, very important. There comes, the importance of Sanskrit also in this drama. We all know that George Bernard Shaw was an Irish, and his mother was a pianist, and he was a linguist also, and he started the movement for vegetarianism also. And you should read two books written by Mahatma Gandhi on vegetarianism, how he was influenced by George Bernard Shaw. And so I'm just not digressing, but I'm simply saying that Pygmalion, the title is very important. That Pygmalion, who he was a sculptor. Then he fell in love with his own sculptor. So how the relationship between a teacher and student is shown, and then high and low stratum of society, they have also been stressed in this drama. Again, a very meaningful drama. 72 number is Saint John, published in 1923. It is a history play, but I can't forget one particular sentence from this drama, that when will we understand the value of our saints? Because Saint John was, as you know, that she was a French, and before the nationalism, the kind of nationalism came into being, how she was put on the stake and burnt alive by being declared a witch. But later on, Catholic Church declared her a saint. So what saints are they really people from sent by God, or say, are we not able to understand the super consciousness level of people around us, some of them? So this drama is again quite thought provoking, and its epilogue and prologues are also important. Then on 73 number I have Arms and the Man. Why we wage war on people, and what is the value of war? Is war what is what we think, or war has a human face also, or an inhuman face also? These things have been discussed in this drama, where there is a chocolate soldier is there, and on 74 number Major Barbara is there, again a very famous drama. 75 number, The Doctor's Dilemma. This question came in the last net. And then I will come to another Irish dramatist, J.M. Synge. Friends, J.M. Synge is very, very important, and two of his dramas, I have put them on 76 and 77 number. 76 number is Riders to the Sea. You should go and read and make your notes on this drama, how the writer has used the local Irish people, and it is a story near of a village near a sea, and how life is vulnerable, and how those people struggle, and all these things are discussed in this drama. And on 77 number, The Playboy of the Western World. The whole concept of playboy is discussed, and it's a comedy, and it's very, very good to read it. Then I'm directly jumping to 78 number with a drama by Edward Bond. Though through time, I think I'm jumping because I should discuss here the theater of the absurd. But simply I just put it on 78 number because I studied that this drama is more performed and more is more seen. 78 number is Edward Bond is a writer, and he actually wrote after challenging the theater, the ban on the theater. And Lear is a drama. He wrote a drama, Lear, which is influenced by King Lear of Shakespeare. And actually Edward Bond is remembered for violence. If you see his dramas, you will find that he's addressing violence, that it is quite inherent in the human beings. And on 79 number I have a drama, The Sea, by the same writer, Edward Bond. On 80 I have Bingo, and on 81 number I have The Fool. So I'm restricting myself because it is already 20 minutes now. So in the next video I'll be talking about the rest of the the dramas. I will not make a fifth video on this in this series, because so that you people can rewind it and see it and write their names. And I find that the videos are important for you. Kindly write comments on the at the end of the YouTube, so that I can see your messages, and I can improve myself. Thank you very much. Namaskar.